Have you ever found yourself just staring at a spreadsheet that's, well, a total mess, and you're thinking, how on earth am I going to turn this into a story that actually impresses my boss? If you're a market research apprentice, trust me, you are not alone. In this explainer, we're going to break down how to master K11, the art of data representation, and turn that data into your absolute superpower.
So are you ready to become a data storyteller? We're going to follow the journey of an apprentice named Jody as she goes from a data novice to, well, a data ninja. We'll see how she takes on a pretty tough challenge, gets to grips with the tools of the trade, puts it all into practice, gathers her evidence, and absolutely aces her final assessment.
All right, let's kick things off by meeting Jody. She's an apprentice who's about to find out exactly why K11, which is all about using tech to show data in the right way, is way more than just some random code on her apprenticeship standard.
So this is Jody. She's a level 4 market research executive apprentice working at a company called IBS Stores. And like a lot of you, she's really passionate about figuring out what makes customers tick and how to use data to make smarter marketing decisions.
Then, her manager, Riedel, drops this challenge on her desk. Take a messy spreadsheet from their last campaign and turn it into a super clear, compelling report for the big bosses. You know, no pressure. But honestly, it's the perfect chance for Jody to really flex those K11 skills.
Okay, so Jody's feeling the pressure a little bit. And who does she turn to? Her mentor, Adam. Now, Adam's a total data whiz, and he knows the secret to K11 isn't about having the fanciest software, it's about really understanding the fundamentals.
Adam reminds Jody that, at its heart, K11 is all about communication. It's not about doing some crazy, complex statistical analysis. Nope. It's about using the right tools, probably software you already use every single day, to tell a really clear and compelling story with your data.
So Adam breaks it all down into 5 key steps. You've got formatting, cleaning, visualizing, making sure it's accurate, and then getting it ready for publication. You master these skills, and you can turn pretty much any dataset into a seriously powerful communication tool.
All right, with a bit of newfound confidence, Jody dives straight into the data. It is time to put all that K11 knowledge into practice and really show Riddle what she can do. Okay, so Jody's first look at the data. And yeah, it's a pretty common sight, right? It's a bit of a mess. But she's got her K11 skills now, so she knows she can whip this into shape and find the valuable insights that are hiding in there. I mean, look at those inconsistent names and missing values. That's a perfect real-world problem.
So Jody just rolls up her sleeves and gets to work. She carefully cleans the data, standardizing the names, fixing the formats, and figuring out what to do with those missing values. It's this attention to detail, this cleaning process, that's going to make her final report really shine.
And here it is. This is the magic of K11 in action. By choosing a simple bar chart, Jody makes it ridiculously easy for the stakeholders to see in like 2 seconds that the social media campaign was a huge success. It's such a powerful example of how the right visual can just make your data sing.
You know, Jody's journey on this one project is basically a textbook example of how you can master K11. If you follow this 5-step process, you can build up the skills and the confidence to take on any data challenge that comes your way.
So, Jody's report is a massive hit with Riedel. High fives all around. But her coach, Olivia, reminds her that it's not enough to just do the work. She also has to prove her skills in her online portfolio. For her apprenticeship, that's on a system called Aptum.
So what does a really great K11 portfolio piece actually look like? This is probably one of the biggest questions for any apprentice. Olivia's got some pro tips on how to really showcase your skills and impress those assessors.
Olivia's key piece of advice is to tell the whole story. Don't just show the beautiful final product. You've got to show the process. By including before and after screenshots and a written reflection explaining the why behind your choices, you're demonstrating your thought process and your total mastery of K11. The portfolio, that's just the beginning. The real test is the endpoint assessment, or EPA. That's where you'll have to defend your work and answer some tough questions from an assessor. So Olivia helps Jody prepare by role-playing some of the most common scenarios. Okay, a question like this is designed to test your strategic thinking. The assessor wants to know that you're not just making pretty charts for the sake of it. They want to see that you're choosing the right visual for the right audience. Here's a model answer that shows you're a true data storyteller.
Now this answer is just brilliant. Why? Because it's all about the why. It shows that you have a deep understanding of what your audience needs and that you've chosen exactly the right tool for the job.
Here's another classic question. This one is all about trust. The assessor wants to know that you're not just presenting data,
you're presenting it accurately and with integrity. This is your chance to show your commitment to that.
This answer is a total masterclass in professionalism. It shows the assessor you're not just a data wizard, you're also a responsible data steward. By being upfront about any limitations in the data, you're building trust and credibility with your audience.
And Olivia's final piece of advice? It's a game changer. Focus on quality, not quantity. One great data story, one single piece of well-documented evidence is worth more than 1,000 random charts. So, go out there and create something amazing.
Jody's story is such a powerful reminder that anyone can become a data storyteller. Seriously, with the right skills and a little bit of practice, you can turn any dataset into a powerful communication tool. So, what are you waiting for? Your data is out there, just waiting to be heard.